I've got to make sure that people can afford to produce the gas. But the gas has gone to the lowest level in decades. And you're seeing $1.99, $1.98, and I saw $1.95 at certain states, not California, because every time it goes down, they add taxes onto you. You're at $6, $7. They just add taxes. All they do is they keep adding taxes. Terrible governor, doesn't know what he's doing. He may be a candidate, but if you go by success, you can't have him be a candidate.
Okay, so I don't really care about the Gavin Newsom stuff. He is very apparently worried about Gavin Newsom, so he can't help talking about him. I just want to talk about the numbers that he threw out right there because, hey, great news, everybody. Gas is below $2. He saw several places where it was $1.95. And we're looking, everybody's looking, and I would love for him to tell us where those are because he keeps throwing out that number. He keeps saying 199, 198. You'll notice that, right? Months of him saying it's now gotten down to 199. He keeps saying it, and yet it's the same number. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not literally anywhere. So when you look at the like AAA, which actually logs in gas stations across America what people are paying for gas, the lowest gas price in America is Mississippi at $2.70. So that's 35% higher than he says it is. And that is literally the lowest place in America. On average, it's $3.15. So he's off by close to 50%, somewhere around there. But I also wanna make sure that you know that he's not just lying about the low end. When he says that gas in California is $6 or $7, well, look, I'm not in Mississippi. I have to refer to AAA to know what the gas is there. But I live in LA and I know that gas is less than $4 or around $4. So again, he's off by about 50%. And the thing that's so frustrating about this is not Donald Trump's lie that's most consequential. There are far bigger and broader lies. This one is small and specific and stated so often that it is very frustrating that it doesn't seem to ever be countered by like a person in a press conference being like, we have the literal numbers right here and there's not a single place in America where you get gas for $2. And he can just state it over and over again as if to remind everyone, Brian, that facts do not matter. Fact checking is a quaint thing that used to be done. Oh, remember when the Daily Show would like point out hypocrisy and lies and stuff? It doesn't matter anymore. You can just keep doing it over and over again. And it doesn't really matter. And so, look, that's not the only numbers we want to talk about. Inflation is rising once again. Prices have gone up 2.7% in the last year. It's jumped about 10% from last month. And so, it goes up, it goes down, we'll see. But it's just that it's the specific prices that he is obviously lying about. And there's nothing we can do apparently about it. What do you think?
Well, and you're right. Inflation, as we know this morning, inflation is ticked up and is at 2.9% or 2.7%, depending on which sectors you're looking at, minus energy and something else I can't remember. But I mean, listen, Donald Trump is almost 80 years old. It's ironic to me that his main criticism of Joseph Biden was that he was sort of detached and unaware and not really all there, and that his organization was basically kind of doing business with the auto pen and all of that. I just don't think that, this sort of harkens back to the I don't know what the price of milk is too. You know how Bush didn't know how much a gallon of milk was. I mean, I don't think these guys know anything about anything. I think they're just out there sort of like freewheeling it, improving, doing gas is $1.95, I think, somewhere. I mean, in Georgia, it's $2.79. We're 9 cents more than whatever that place in Mississippi that he's quoting or that you were quoting. I just don't think that I think it's just detached. It's him being very detached. And so I don't think you could argue with him to correct him of that number. He wouldn't care. The facts don't matter. And I don't think he knows the facts anyway. I think he's an old guy. He's really old and he's just, he is, I know guys like him at my mom's assisted living place, and they're nice and they have a vision of how things should be, but they don't really know what the numbers are.
Yeah. Yeah, he's disconnected, as you point out rightly, because of his age, but he's also disconnected because he has not put a gallon of gas in a car in 40, 50 years, probably.
Yeah.
He's a wealthy guy. It's got very strong, it's one banana, Michael. How much could it cost? $10 energy. Like, he doesn't know. And it is, again, I keep saying it's small, but it's specific. Like, we see him say that. We hear the noises come out of his head, but so do many MAGA people. And they're like nodding along. But they know what they just paid for gas.
Yes,
like, how
they
does
do.
that not bother them? Like, you cannot get, no MAGA person is getting gas for what he's saying. So how does it not, he is spitting in your face and you don't seem to mind. I don't
mean, for God's sake, there is a TV on the news pump with a little TV show, and there's a guy on there telling you.
Yeah,
you
can watch the news while you're
filling up.
Yeah, I don't. I hate those TVs on the gas.
I do too. It's Maria Menounos all the time with some sort of minute, and I just want to just smash that television every time I fill up.
Like, I don't want to be entertained right now. Okay, I'm trying to listen to a podcast. Anyway, okay.
They're trying to distract us from the price of gas. That is what that conspiracy is.
That is definitely the case. Yes, and we'll return to more of the price stuff and the inflation stuff another time. But I think it's an area of worry for him that he knows that the economy is probably going to be rough for the midterms, and he's testing if he can just gaslight people. And I would be inclined to say that it won't work, but I don't know. People are bowing down on the Epstein thing.